Okay, so I'm doing a user interview mock, like I'm the user giving feedback for a feature that we designed for Kitabnama.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
right. So let me open the. Okay. So huh? Okay. So normally what you do is you tell people, hey, like imagine, like you give them a little bit of a setup. So imagine you are reading some book and you've come here. Okay. So
Yes,
I
sir.
imagine that I've come to Kitabnama and I see this book and it's called Thinking in Systems.
I've
So when
changed
you
it.
do prototype, normally you wanna. Did you read Sprint?
Not yet, sir. I haven't read it.
Okay, so I would encourage you to read like at least like while you're doing this kind of stuff, just read the specific section.
All
So
right, sir.
you're going for here the Cinderella-like quality. Basically, the facade should be real. So
Yes,
you can
sir.
like skimp on a lot of stuff, but make it seem like a real product because otherwise you won't get real reactions. And we don't want opinions here, we want reactions. Okay. So this just breaks the little
Okay,
bit
sir.
illusion. Okay. So yeah, simple things you can do is just like change this to an actual like make this the same as this, which will not take long. Anyway. Okay. So I so when I click this right now, I ordinarily expect the book to open. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh so now it's gone to a different page and normally I'd want to click here,
Yes, sir.
but this is my first time coming to this book. Okay, so maybe I don't know what it is. Okay, so pragmatic programmer. My first thing is a lot of text here. Okay, but what it's about? Okay,
Yes, sir. I
yeah,
tried to just copy the Blinkist thing. I just to get started, I decided I thought I'm thinking that this is very early stages. I do need some insights from you as well to how to improve this design. I've just made it to like show you.
okay, fair enough.
So
But this is
yes,
how
sir.
you'll actually do it, right? I don't know.
All right, sir.
And the
Yes,
reality,
sir.
is, a lot of us, like when we do software, we're like, oh, our senior stakeholder, like our CEO or CTO or head of product, somebody will tell us like what a good way to build this features. The reality is they have no idea.
Yes, sir.
And the whole idea of like waterfall development is when people used to say, this is how you build the feature, and now developers go off and build that feature, right? That's a very
Okay, sir.
flawed way to do it. Many people still do it. Like 90% of the software in the world is probably still written like that. Not the ideal way to do it. Okay. The only
Okay,
person
sir.
who has the authority to tell you whether stuff works is the user. And even there, we're not bothered with their opinions. What we're bothered is with their reactions. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
so I'm not telling you as like whatever the person who is directing you to do this task. I'm telling you as a user. Okay, this seems like a little yeah. Okay, about the author, I don't really care about the author. Similar books, yeah,
The
I am not.
similar books and the trending books were the section in Blinkist.
Yeah, but I want like I clicked on this book. No, so I
So
this is a bit confusing to me, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. A
okay,
time
sir.
guide. Okay. Uh, Yeah, I'm still wondering why I should read this book and whether it's for me. Um, I think that's what is still an issue for me. Okay, and now we've gone straight into the summary. Okay, this is also a lot of text. Okay, there's
So,
multiple chapters.
so
Okay,
I've just made it for first chapter.
that's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's the big question in my mind is still like, is this book for me? How will it help me, and what are the big ideas in it that may be kind of uh,
Okay, sir. So, should I do something like, can you go back to the page?
okay.
So, instead of what about the author, I should go something like five key takeaways points, like a bullet points or something, just to like to hook you to this book, like what is the book is about or something, instead of what's it about. Just we should go like the five key takeaways of the book or something.
So for me, the two
Explore.
sections, I think that would help. The two main questions I'm looking to answer is who is this for? slash
Yes, sir.
how does it help, right? Because I'm like,
Yes,
is
sir.
this the question in my mind is like, is this the right book for me or why should I read this book, right? To me, this kind of answers it, but this is more about the book than about me,
All right, sir.
right? And remember that your audience is like Ashok and Sunil and Sarthak, right? We are
Yes,
telling
sir.
them, hey, like, come read this book. They're going to be like, why you recommend this random book to me?
So, I think, sir, should we do like change that what's it about to what the book offers,
Yeah.
and what about the author to uh, why you should read it, something like that. If we can do it,
I don't know, guys. Anybody else have an opinion here? Sarthak, Ashok, Sunil. You guys are all the actual users
No,
for the.
I think it's great.
Which one?
I mean, yeah, it already looks fine. I mean, even what you are saying is fine, actually. We should try all of them.
Okay,
Thing is,
fine.
again,
Fine.
as you take, we don't want opinions. We want what, like a general public. Because what
Yeah,
I'm going to give is, of course, a opinion only because I mean, I'm myself a programmer like Sahil. So,
yeah, yeah. And there's a whole art of in doing
yeah,
user
yeah,
research, which is about not eliciting.
yeah.
But I would say for now, sorry, you want Sahil? What do you want from me right now?
that I got a few key takeaways. Like I should change that to be more like why you should read this book and what it offers. So I might just change this the book about section to what it offers, something like that, and why you should read it. So that's the was first key takeaway. And the Almo and few more you said. I'm not remembering that.
One second.
First thing I'm thinking, the first I think I need to change is that to just hook the user to this book,
Hmm.
something like that.
Mhm. Give me one second. Mm. Hello. Hurry up. Why is this working? Okay. Okay, great. So right now we have user clicks. We have read book, read summary, We have title. We have. What else do we have?
Wha-
About
What
the.
about the book and about the author?
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So just this is my thing on what I think might make sense. And so here
Okay.
the role of the designer. Okay, more than anything.
Yes, sir.
So let's have the title here.
Okay.
Uh, let's take a quick look at the Blinkist thing. What do they have?
They
Uh,
have the exact same thing what I made. So I just copied it.
uh, do they? Okay, so they have.
Yes, sir. They have this about the book and about the author. They have this only.
Do they? So they have a brief summary. Okay, let's just. I'm going off the thing that's in the thing. In the.
Wait, sir. Let me check again.
So they
Yes,
have,
sir. They have this, what it's about and about the author. They have this.
this is what they have, no?
So right now, what I'm seeing, it says,
Sure.
wait, sir. So like this is this book, the mindset, and what's it about? S- Three bullet point buttons and about the author, similar links and trending
I just
books.
go back one step. Just okay. So now click on this again. Okay, so
So
they
it
have
shows
read, play, what it's about. Okay,
and about the
about the
author,
book and about the author.
then
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
similar links and trending books.
Yeah,
They have this.
agree. Agree. Uh, no, no, go back.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir.
Where is the summary thing?
This is the summary itself, sir.
So
This
click
is
on
the
when you click on read, what happens?
it. It asks for money. Some
But is it opening the book or is it opening the summary?
it is opening the summary. It is opening the blink as it says. It this is
Okay.
only the summarization of the book.
Okay.
So you can play. You can listen to the. So they
Where is
don't
the
have
summary?
this.
So
I
on this
think
page, where is the summary? They scroll down.
no, no, sir.
They don't have a
This
summary here.
they don't have the summary over here. What it does is that it does not allow to read the whole book. This is only the summaries of the book.
So Blinkist as a platform only has summaries.
Yes,
Agreed?
sir.
But
Yes, sir.
even the summary they're not giving unless you pay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Cool. I
Yes,
think what
that's
we
the thing.
will do is give the summary, right? Because we have the book
Yes,
and anyway, we're
yes,
not
sir.
charging anyone, so it's fine. So
Yes,
we don't
sir.
have to paywall stuff.
So we already have the two
Huh.
sections where you can read the book and read the summary.
So this
That's
is
the
what
two
I
different
was
things.
looking at. This is the page that I was taking inspiration from, right? So they have the key
Yes, sir.
ideas here. And then they have the brief summary here. They
Brief
have
of the book.
topics
Yes, sir.
here and table of contents in a drop down, which we haven't seen yet, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay.
So
So
I've seen it. I've seen the review of it. So actually, when you read it, I seen the video. When you click on read, it comes just like the title and the summary starts. So there's a nothing fancy over there. There's a just page title and the blink so starts over there. In the bottom, there is a um, section where you can go to next blink. They call summary the blink. So it
okay,
has something like that.
right. Okay, got it. Brief summary. This is what I'm thinking.
So in here,
So we have a brief summary
yes, sir.
and a text. Some text will go there.
Okay,
Who is it for slash why does it help?
yes,
Again,
sir.
we have some text here. So here it'll be like, oh, is this for like a person who's like a new programmer? Is it for people who are looking to build foundational skills? Is it for someone who's looking to like learn very specifically or in great depth about a very specific topic? So that could be some kind of text. And then these key ideas, which I really liked, right? And then
Yes,
we
sir.
go directly to the chapter where those ideas are kind of talked about. And so potentially what people can do is just from this one,
So
get a
I mean, from
fairly
over here, I was asking, like, if they click on key idea, so the link goes to the chapter of the book or the chapter of the summary,
the book.
the book, right?
Yeah.
Main purpose is to go to the book. The summary is a part of it. Okay, sir. I got it.
Yeah. This is my current thought.
All right, sir.
Okay. Uh,
I can do it. Also, sir, for this, like, why it helps? Should I put like a small paragraph or the bullet points? I think bullet points might help a little more.
so there's two things. So differentiate between the problem and the solution.
All right, sir.
Okay. You're asking the solution. Is the solution A or B?
Okay.
Let's understand the problem and then let's then feel free to make a decision either way. Okay. The overall
Okay.
problem is that it should be easy to consume at a high level very quickly.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. Okay. This versus okay. So if I show you this, read it for like look at this for like 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What did you remember out of it? What did you get out of it?
Deep work from. Can you go back? Let me just look at it once more.
At a high level, did you understand something?
Yes, sir. It
Okay.
makes you independent,
Yeah.
makes you
Now,
efficient,
same thing. Okay.
makes.
Same thing here.
Okay.
High level,
Um, that thing was more
that was easier, right?
understandable.
Basically, there's some kind of hierarchy in the text.
Yes, sir.
There's like bolding, there's different sizes. It makes it easier to, it's like rock climbing. There's just like a big, obvious hold for you to grab. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here, the wall is like smooth. There's nothing for you to like grab onto, right?
Yes, sir.
So the problem is that it should be easy for the user to understand a little bit of what's going on without expending too much effort. Once they've caught one thing and they're like, oh, this idea resonates with me, they might look deeper, right?
Yes, sir.
So the idea is just how do you make it visually non-challenging for them to engage with that page. Okay. So
Yes,
bullet
sir.
points might help. So that's why also just on this thing.
Um, because I think a brief summary text we have already wrote at the top, right?
Huh.
So I think
But you're yeah.
what I'll do, sir, I'll design both. I'll try to make both the pages
Yeah.
and then see what makes it better.
Okay. So that was my issue with this, right?
Yes, sir.
Your thing may be
Uh,
really good, but if you had just bolded this, right, it'll become much easier than to like see.
yes, sir. I have to do all these things. I've
I know.
just
I'm
show
just
it.
telling you, like that's the way that I would
Yes,
think
sir, yes,
about.
sir. That's what I was also thinking. I will do it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send you this screenshot of this one screen. Okay. Just make one single page. You don't have to make it interactive. Just make
Okay.
one single page. Okay. And
Okay,
then
sir.
we'll test it with I don't know someone. Uh,
Okay, sir.
okay. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
So we're using, again, we're going back to design thinking. Uh,
Yes, sir.
we're looking at it in the context of the opportunity solution tree. We thought of a solution. We tested it once. We're like, oh, it's solving this problem, but maybe not that problem. So now
Yes,
we'll
sir.
refine our idea, right?
Okay, sir.
And if we do this enough times, the key to like good development is just doing this quickly.
All right, sir.
That's the whole idea behind design thinking. Just like iterate quickly, because when you put stuff into the wild, like when you get users to interact with it, that's what will give you real data. Until then, it's all just opinion, which is like quite meaningless.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. Okay, so I'll send you this. Also, just take a quick look at the. I just want to show you this page also. Now I'm doing some design thinking, some testing on my own. So basically, in the courses tab, I've added all of these courses. So as a part of your like learning goals as a apprentice, like I want you to go through all of this stuff. So some of these are reading only, like these just have to be read, right? There's no actual system there. There's nothing to build or do. But here, execution, deep work, notebooks, personal values, all of these are systems. And if you've read how to build systems, there's like a few stages, right? So experiment with the system, try it until you feel like a spark, then kind of like try the like build your kind of what's it called, feedback system, your feedback loop, and then when it becomes like solid, then you're all good, right? So
Yes, sir.
that's what I am hoping you guys can do. So whenever you're not sure like what to do, like I want you to basically like take an audit of all of these courses, at least read them, get an idea where they are or what they are. Yeah, and then you don't have to like go all the way for all of them, but the idea is that you at least then have like some sense of you know these are all the systems I need to like just take a look at and audit. These are basically the courses that you need to do. So the hope is that you kind of the first time you read them, you just put in the date here, and then as you kind of go forward, you just keep putting the dates here, and then at some point you're like there's like a bunch of check boxes here that you just need to check, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I'm thinking. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes,
Am
sir. Definitely.
Okay, cool. Right. So yeah, so I put this in all of the sheets of the people who are here. Um,
Okay, sir.
you probably like most of you have read this stuff, so just mark it complete. You don't need to put the date because you might not remember.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
but for the other stuff, just like start taking a look at it. And if you're finding error somewhere, or you're like, oh, this course doesn't make sense, or this thing isn't there, then just comment or tell me, and I'll start fixing that.
Okay, sir.
Same thing I'm doing, right? I'm just using design thinking. I'm like running experiments, and then kind of trying to make the system, like the product, more effective and yeah, useful. Okay, cool. I'll send you the screenshot.
Yes, sir. I'll make that page.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
then we'll talk about it.
sounds good.
All right, sir.
While you're doing this thing,
Yes, sir.
हम एक किताब के लिए कर रहे हैं.
Yes, sir.
The broader thing that I want to enable is that we have a reading list, like a broader reading list, and then basically like a structure so that people can go and explore different books. So जैसे do you know what a MECE framework is?
No, sir. I haven't heard me see framework.
Very popular in consulting, but it's a really nice way to think about um, things. So it's basically mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so some breakup of some set of things that together covers everything, but that doesn't overlap. Okay, like this. Yeah, this is a really nice image. Again, in consulting, this is very popular. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is not exclusive. So there's two things that overlap, and this is not collectively exhaustive in the sense that they don't together cover everything. Right? There's a third thing. So what we want, so MISI framework is something that describes a set of objects in categories that don't overlap, but together define everything. Okay, for example, um, I don't know, people who are more than 6 feet tall and people who are less than 6 feet tall.
Yes, sir.
Together, these two things will cover every person, right?
Yes, sir.
And they don't have any overlaps. Okay.
Yes,
So that's
sir.
really the idea of MISI things. It's a really nice way to like break problems and things down into like smaller bits. Um, right. And then whatever they talk about here. Oh, great. Uh, whatever. So this is like used very, very commonly. And again, in consulting, it's really popular. Um, the reason I bring that up is because with this, I wanted to do a MISI framework for tech skills. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how do we collectively define all of the tech skills and how do we break them up so that we have a sense that if I learn these whatever number of things, or if I have exposure to this many number of things, I will cover like the entire kind of framework of or I'll cover everything that there is. Okay, so this is what I've tried to do here. So this command line, version control, programming languages, design patterns, blah blah blah, at a very fundamental level, right? Like programming languages, like obviously then you can have like 1,000 more courses about like Rust and whatever,
Yes, sir.
Haskell and blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. Right? What I want to do is create like a set of resources that people can use to learn the most foundational kind of pieces of knowledge in all of programming, right? That's what I've tried to do here. So fundamentals, development principles, databases, frameworks, um, what is whatever practices, specializations, emerging technologies, things like this. And then I want to have resources for all of them. So basically, when
It's kind of a roadmap, you're saying.
kind of a roadmap, yeah. So
Right, sir.
जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया है सिस्टम कोर्सेज के लिए,
हाँ, sir.
मेरे हिसाब से जो मैंने systems courses बनाए हैं, they're mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive. Okay, I think they cover all the basic stuff. What I want to now do is do the same thing for engineering. Okay, so when someone comes in and they're like, oh, मुझे like we want them to become like set the foundations for them to become really good software engineers in the very long term, right? So we don't want to teach them things like, oh, uh, like the first book, probably you don't want it to be something like how do you achieve like whatever inheritance in React, right? It's too specific. So we want to
Yes, sir.
kind of help them understand what the basic um, stuff that you need to know. So operating systems, design patterns, this
Computer networks and all. Yes, sir.
हाँ ये सब like okay, तो इसकी एक list बनानी है. Then we need to figure out a way that basically people can go into that list and navigate that list and find the stuff that they want, uh, and find the stuff that they find engaging, and then be able to like interact with it, right? So right now we're doing it for one book, which is my guess on what is a really good first book, right? Pragmatic Programmer just has these really foundational principles for how to become like a really good programmer in the long run, right?
Yes, sir.
But we want to do this, we want to create like basically like a self-guided course where किसी को तुम उसमें डाल दो और वो खुद navigate करके ढूंढ लें कि हाँ ये interesting है, इसकी book यहाँ पे है, इसका and then they go and then they open that page, right? That's when that page comes in. So what I want to do kind of bigger picture is to create a set of like engineering resources that's available on Kitabnama with all of this context that you're building right now. So that's the bigger,
Okay.
slightly like one level higher vision for uh, kind of the work.
Kitabnama.
Kitabnama in the context of the apprenticeship, in the context of software engineering.
Okay, sir.
Okay, long term, we'll do the same thing for programming and for design and for product, but don't worry about that.
So, I mean, what what I can conclude right there is that there is a roadmap which starts with foundations, and you go and you can just navigate with everything, and you wanted to do this with the books.
Say that again.
मतलब एक रोड मैप बना के, जो भी आपने बताया कि सारा रोड मैप बनाना है जहाँ पे बंदा खुद सब कुछ नेविगेट कर लेगा,
हाँ.
और यू वांट दैट फीचर फॉर
Hmm.
this apprenticeship where
Hmm.
you can just go to that book, complete that, read that, and then navigate according to yourself कि अब मेरे को ओएस पढ़ लिया मैंने, अब मैं कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क से जाऊंगा, देन लैंग्वेज पे जाऊंगा। ओके सर, ठीक है
Then
सर, समझ आ रहा है मेरे को।
longer term, the thing is, अच्छा मैंने OS के बारे में पढ़ा था. I mean, and again, just I'm giving you context. I'm not telling you build this right now.
सर हाँ, ये एक्चुअली समरी वाला फीचर काफी काम कर सकता है इसमें, क्योंकि
Summary wala feature, absolutely. It's like the most important thing right now. It's the number one
हाँ,
thing because right now
नहीं
the book.
सर, आई एम सेइंग इट लाइक कि अगर जैसे हम जैसे रोड मैप से जाएंगे और जब
Yeah,
हमें वापस जाना होगा रोड मैप पे, तो
yeah,
बुक की जगह हम समरी पे भी जा सकते हैं
correct.
और कलेक्टिवली झटके से सब कुछ पढ़ सकते हैं जो भी हमने पढ़ा था।
Yeah.
तो आई थिंक हाँ, ये काफी
This is
इंटरेस्टिंग
the
है।
longer term thing that I think will be really useful right now because what's happening is we're getting a lot of software engineering people. Like even this
यस
guy
सर,
was like, "वो मैं Figma में बनाऊं कि मैं उसमें बनाऊं?" I was like, "Boss, तुझे you're not understanding अभी क्या फंडा चल रहा है." So,
यस सर,
but we're getting, sorry, that was a aside, but we're getting a lot of like software engineering people. So if we can build this experience, so
यस
जो
सर,
process layer है, जो software के बारे में सीखना है,
यस सर,
वो कैसे हम उसको independently
हाँ,
enable करें वो
यस
करें.
सर, यस सर,
And
ऑलराइट, ओके,
one thing I thought just came up when you were saying something is हमने अभी तो एक बुक की समरी लिखी है.
यस सर,
क्या हम पूरे सॉफ्टवेयर ब्रांच की एक समरी लिख सकते हैं? उसको एक लेवल
रोड
एब्स.
मैप की,
अभी तूने क्या किया है, एक बुक लेके उसकी समरी लिख दी और बोला अच्छा तुम्हें ये पढ़ना है तो
हाँ,
यहाँ जाओ, ये पढ़ना है तो यहाँ जाओ. ओके.
हाँ,
Can we
ओके,
abstract that one level further and do that for all of engineering and be like, hey, like this is the world of software engineering, right? These are
यस
the
सर,
different things. If you want to learn about this, go here. And then that'll take you to another page, which itself has a summary. And you know what I'm saying?
यस
What-
सर,
Get it?
आई मीन
One second.
लिटिल मोर स्पेसिफिक।
You know what really helps? You watched user story mapping.
यस सर,
हाँ, तो उसमें क्या लिखा था? उसमें basically, man, I love that one clip. Let me show you. Uh, this. So we talked about something and we were like, oh, we're going to build a shape, right?
यस
Uh,
सर,
and then we all think, oh, we're building a shape, and but everybody has a different idea what shapes mean in their head, right?
यस
Then you
सर,
force people to draw it out. Then they're like, oh, okay, we clearly had a different idea. So then let's kind of, draw it out more. And then when we leave, we have a shared understanding of the word. Okay.
यस सर,
So that's why, yeah, this is a really, really key idea. Whenever we're talking about stuff like this, so let's always default to trying to draw, because then it will be very clear. अभी हम एक बुक है यहाँ पे, इसकी समरी बना रहे हैं, है ना?
यस सर,
This pragmatic programming. Then there's another book which is like design thinking, design principles, right?
डिजाइन प्रिंसिपल्स,
That's
ऑलराइट सर,
right. Then there's some book called frameworks, languages, security, OS, networking, blah blah blah. Right? They all have a summary and they all take you to some book or resource. Right?
ओके,
Now what I'm saying is on top of this, right, engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is like a page which has, oh, these are all the different topics. And
Yes,
then
sir.
takes you to this takes you to this takes you to this takes you to this, right? And there's
Yes,
some way to
sir.
track, oh, मैंने इतना कर लिया है, मैंने इतना कर लिया है. You know,
Sir, I'm thinking like कि you know जैसे वो गेम विजुअल्स होते थे, you go to this and like a रोड पाथ होता था,
हाँ
वहां पे
हाँ,
आप ये कर लेते थे फिर वो कर लेते थे,
करेक्ट, एग्जैक्टली.
समथिंग
एक
लाइक
यहाँ
हाँ.
ये देखते हैं, एक यहाँ पे भी हमने ट्राई किया था. ये हमने ट्राई किया था.
हाँ.
ये सारे
यस
जैसे
सर.
डुओलिंगो में होता है ये
यस
बुक.
सर.
और भी ट्राई किया था हमने. मैंने तो बहुत इस पे सोचा था ये. आई वाज लाइक एक मैप बना देते हैं जैसे वीडियो गेम में होता है ना. तूने कभी गोस्ट ऑफ, हैव यू एवर प्लेड एनी वीडियो गेम्स?
Yes sir, I've played video games, not a lot, but
Okay, so there's one
yeah,
where there's like these,
yeah, some maze kind of thing.
not even a maze, there's like have you ever played any open world games?
Like COC or something.
यूसी क्या होता है?
Clash of Clans.
क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस नहीं खेला मैंने.
Sir,
बट ये होता है.
what I am thinking, sir,
हाँ
let me just draw it on
हाँ,
paint and
ड्रॉ इट.
show you that.
बट इसमें ऐसा होता है कि वो डिफरेंट टेरिटरीज हैं, वहां पे जाके एक्सप्लोर करना होता है. फिर वो
Yes
खुल
sir,
जाती
something
है.
like that.
फिर तुम जाते हो, तुम एक मिशन करते हो, फिर वो टेरिटरी में से वो फॉग लिफ्ट हो जाती है. देन यू कैन सी द रेस्ट ऑफ द टेरिटरीज एंड द सो मे बी यू गो रीड लाइक अ बेसिक book on languages. Then you learn, oh, there are all these different areas here. One is JavaScript, one is like Python, one is like Java, one is C. Then there's like a foundational book for all of those. Then if you keep kind of this, basically you make a graph of knowledge and then explore different
Yes
parts.
sir.
Yeah. So that's kind of the high level goal here, is to create a way for people to become to find their own like resources and things that they like in, in
So,
uh,
sir, what I am, on the bigger picture, I mean, very vague.
hmm,
What I'm thinking, just like you said, video games.
hmm,
So, let me just share my screen. Wait.
yeah.
So, like, this is very vague right now over here.
Hmm,
So, there's a guy standing over here. You said कि this is the engineering
hmm,
thing, and he starts walking. He gets a check post, gets a resource of book, something like that. He reads it,
hmm,
completes the checkbox. When the
hmm,
road comes up, there's a you know checkpoints where you can just completing all the things, and also we can just navigate a different shorter path. Like,
hmm,
oh, if you want to access this part, you must have this already done by your side, something like that. So you can access this short part. Like, let's say someone already has the knowledge of operating systems. So
हाँ,
over here, there's a shorter path to just jump over here,
yeah,
and we can just put a thing like, oh, you already know about operating systems. Okay, now you can just use this short path and come to this checkpoint. If you
got it.
don't know about software OS, so
Then
take this the longer route.
got it. Have you ever read Goosebumps?
I have seen, the Goosebumps, the horror story you're saying, right?
Hmm.
I've seen, episodes aired on the TV.
Okay, let me show you one thing in that. So most Goosebumps were like regular, like it's just like a book. Okay. And then
Yes,
there was
sir.
Make Your Own Goosebumps. और उसमें क्या होता था? अबे ये क्या आ गया? So ऐसा give yourself goosebumps. तो इसमें क्या होता था, you would have a choice. So most books follow a linear pattern, right? You end page one, then you go to page two, then you go to page three, and so forth. Okay. In
Yes,
this,
sir.
they would have like, yeah, wo,
Oh, I'm getting. I think I'm getting it. You're saying like if you choose this, this will happen. If you choose that, that will happen.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah. So the only thing I want to add to your like thing is like make it more like you had. I know you're getting it. I just want to like make it very clear.
Okay, yes, sir.
I know that you got it. So basically, your map was something like this, no?
Yes, sir.
You
Some
know,
road where you can just short paths,
yeah.
checkpoints.
Now you can skip this basically if you don't. What
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying is more like it's not a linear path,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You
I
can go from
okay,
here to
okay. Yes,
here, here to here, here to here, here, like whatever.
yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes.
Let people like do their own exploration. Because if they're not interested in operating systems, let's not be like, oh, you can't learn about languages, like
Okay,
whatever,
sir. Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Okay,
So
I'm getting it.
that's what you want to do. And then the thing is like this the summary pages where they can come back to and then go off here and then come back
Yes, sir.
here and then go off here, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
so that's what I'm thinking.
Yes, sir. This is kind of fascinating if I see.
Yeah. So don't worry about all this for now. Okay.
Yes,
Just
sir.
focus on the thing that you're doing, which is making that one summary page for pragmatic programming. I'm just telling you higher level.
Yes, sir.
This is something that I really want to do that's
Okay.
required. Already this guy is asking, oh, what's the
Yes, sir.
long
Yes, sir.
path engineering? I don't have an answer yet, right? So this is something
Yes,
that's
sir.
already coming. So this is a really like key important project that I want to build and I want to implement fully into Kitabnama. So that's the larger context. So just keep that in mind. Just let your brain noodle with this. But right
Yes,
now,
sir.
let's focus on doing this one thing. Let's do that. Let's merge it. And then let's go back and do a higher level design at some point about basically हमें एक रीडिंग लिस्ट और पाथ और ये environment बनाना है जहाँ पे लोग जाके सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग के प्रिंसिपल्स को starting with like low level principles explore कर सके.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Fun project, no? I don't know. I find it
Yes,
pretty
sir.
uh,
This is very fascinating if I see.
right?
यस सर मतलब अभी मैं सिर्फ अभी जो समरी पार्ट था मैं सिर्फ उसी के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सोच रहा था कि
हाँ
ओ मैं इसमें अभी ऐड कर सकता हूँ मैं इसमें ऑडियो का ऐड कर सकता हूँ अभी मैं
हाँ
ये भी सोच रहा था कि समरी को रीड आउट करने के लिए एक एआई जनरेटेड वीडियो बना दूंगा जिसमें कोई बंदा बता रहा होगा उसके बारे
हाँ
में बुक के बारे में
हम्म,
समथिंग लाइक दैट मैं अभी वही सोच रहा था बट
हाँ
ये अभी थोड़ा बिगर पिक्चर मेरे को दिखा है कि
हाँ.
इस बारे में भी सोच सकते हैं
Just let your brain like I mean clearly you're having lots of ideas, right? You don't have any
यस सर
direct ideas. So just let
यस
it
सर
move on it, but focus on the execution of that one idea also.
यस सर यस
This in the back of your mind, right?
यस
So
सर
this is, I think this is the project then for you. Like build, and there's lots of good books that I still haven't read. There's one really nice book called Teaching Tech Together. Like, like we have want to understand. So again, now if we go back to, let's go back to this for a second. Let's go back to problem solving. So now the goal is to help people find their own kind of path to becoming really good engineer, right?
यस
One
सर
thing you want to do as a part of thinking about the problem is let's understand what people have already thought about. Like we're not the first ones to encounter it, right? So there's going to be a
यस
lot of information out there about how we can do this well. Uh, Figuring that out will also be a part of like doing this project. And this one book that I got a long time ago, but yeah, learning. ये एक बुक थी. But anyway, ऐसी books भी हैं बाहर. There's some books out there about how
यस
to,
सर
um, yeah. So there's stuff for us to like reference as well. Yeah, but that's the goal.
um I've made that page on the Figma. Let me just show you that as well.
Okay. Nice. I love the speed with which you're trying to keep around. यही होता है, dude.
So this is.
Above all else.
Can you see it or एक
Yeah,
second इसको side में.
I can see it.
So like this.
Programmer.
mm,
Yeah.
pragmatic programmer, the brief, same things, buttons
Love
over
it.
here.
I love it already.
Why is it? It helps. Or sir, there's another thing. I've made
Hmm.
like this as well. So I believe this one catches my eye more.
Yeah. Agreed. Dude, love it. Love the way that your brain is working with this. Really, really love it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
Absolutely.
So I
Great,
think this
great work.
this is all right.
Yeah. Great work. Great, great,
Okay,
great.
sir.
Love it. Yeah, agreed. And see, now the answer is very clear. It just takes like once you can see it, the answer is very
Yes, sir.
obvious, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 100% agreed. Fantastic. Love it.
Okay, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Doing
Also,
great.
sir,
हाँ.
suggest some, the design for this as well. This is good. Let एक second. Share screen बंद हो गया क्या?
हम्म.
Wait.
भाई मजा आ गया मुझको तो.
इसके लिए भी एक डिजाइन सर बता दो, क्योंकि मैं अभी सोच रहा था कि सिर्फ इसको आई थिंक अपडेट करना है, या फिर ये साइड में ये सब है इनको भी थोड़ा करना है.
Go back to your previous thing.
सो दिस इज द पेज. यहाँ
हम्म.
से क्लिक किया तो वी विल जस्ट गो टू दिस पेज. ओके, सो राइट नाउ मुझे अभी इतना इंटरेक्टिव लग नहीं रहा, तो मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि सब कुछ चेंज करने की जरूरत है या फिर सिर्फ ये समरी वाला पार्ट चेंज करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि एट द एंड ये भी हैमबर्गर से अंदर चला जाएगा, तो आई थिंक सिर्फ इसको इंटरेक्टिव बनाने का अभी सही रहेगा.
Just go down. Just scroll down to the first page.
फर्स्ट
Scroll
पेज, आई मीन दिस वन.
नीचे वाला जहाँ से वो आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे.
ओके, ये सही रहा.
Zoom into the this key ideas. Zoom in.
यस सर.
हो तो गई तेरी समरी यहाँ पे.
आई मीन
नहीं.
मतलब ये नहीं करना सर. अब मतलब मैं अभी वो नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ कि आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग कि ये तो बनाना ही है ना, द समरी ऑफ द चैप्टर. हेलो.
I'm thinking.
ओके, सो मैं ये पूछ रहा था कि कि ये अभी काफी वेग है, तो सिर्फ इसको तो इम्प्रूव करना ही है, इसको थोड़ा रीडेबल बनाना है,
Hmm.
लेकिन साथ साथ में इनको भी थोड़ा चेंज करना है, या फिर ये अभी ऐसे ही ओके है.
So I'm trying to think of not the answer, but the framework to think about the answer. So the question is, what's the question again?
मतलब टू मेक इट मोर कैच आई कैची, बेसिकली जस्ट मेक इट मोर आई कैच. कि कोई अगर समरी पाया है तो वो समरी पढ़े, कि उसको समरी समझ आनी चाहिए कि वो अभी
What's
आएगा
the
अभी
entry
देखेगा.
point for this?
जैसा
What's the entry point for this screen?
एंट्री पॉइंट इज जस्ट द चैप्टर वन
How do they get
समरी.
there?
They click over here and
On
just
reach.
this page pops up. I think I'll work it. Okay, sir. I'll show it tomorrow. I'll try to improve it a little bit and show it tomorrow, and we can have a chat on that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, sir.
Cool. Great job, dude. Great job.
All right.
Great job. मजा आ
Yes,
गया.
sir.
Fantastic, dude.
All
Little
right, sir.
little tears. Really good work. Really good work.
Okay, sir. This is very, sir. This internship is very important for me, sir. I have to do it. Yesterday I went for an interview arranged by college itself.
हाँ.
So I went
हाँ.
and they were taking my interview. They said, um, for how long you've been coding? So
हाँ.
I said like uh, it was about 15, 16 months. I've been coding, giving my heart into it, and
हाँ.
the interviewer was like, "Oh, you cannot become a programmer. You cannot be a developer right now. This is very short time." if you wanted to be a developer, you should have started from the day one of the your college.
हाँ
So it kind of disheartened me, but I said to the interview, no sir, I believe in myself, I will do it.
हाँ
सो आफ्टर दैट कि अभी तुम रेडी नहीं हो, तुम डेवलपर के लिए तो बिल्कुल रेडी नहीं हो, मैं तुम्हें प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट के उसमें डाल रहा हूँ। ठीक
हाँ
है, तो
हाँ
उन्होंने मेरे को वहां पे शॉर्टलिस्ट किया। और फिर
हाँ
मैंने बाहर जाके जब किसी जो उनकी एचआर थी उनसे पूछा था, वो बोले कि डेवलपर की तो पोजीशन हमारे पास है ही नहीं,
हाँ
तो उनको किसी भी तरीके से तुम्हें प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में ही डालना था।
अच्छा।
तो मतलब वो मेरे को थोड़ा ऐसे फील करा रहे थे कि नहीं, तू डेवलपर बन नहीं सकता, तो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में जा।
यार अब क्या बोलें ऐसे लोगों के बारे में यार।
तो मैं अभी उनका कॉल आया, फिर मैंने उनको कह दिया कि बहुत दूर है, मेरे से अप डाउन नहीं होगा। तो
सही है डूड। नो डूड, आई मीन योर, yeah, I think you're great, honestly. I think not only like programming वगैरह तो छोटी चीज़ है तेरे लिए, but you're a founder, dude. Like you can easily, like already the way your brain is working, it's so rare, it's so good. People are idiots if they don't realize the value of that, honestly. Like they don't understand. So yeah, don't get discouraged by them. You're going to do great. You're going to do great.
ऑलराइट सर, ठीक है सर, तुम कल मैं इसको थोड़ा चेंज करता हूँ, इम्प्रूव करता हूँ, फिर उस पर
Hmm.
बात
So yeah,
करते।
which
ओके
your
सर,
third year, fourth year?
लास्ट 8 सेमेस्टर, लास्ट लास्ट सेमेस्टर,
When you graduating?
जून, मई जून।
Okay.
यस
Cool.
सर,
We'll figure it out. But yeah, keep doing this, dude. We'll figure out something for you. We'll figure out something for you.
ऑलराइट सर,
Right? Okay. I'll talk to
ओके,
you tomorrow.
ओके सर,
Bye.
बाय।